first one is the climate change. And it is really impossible to talk about the climate change without talking about the animal factory farming, because it leaves a tremendous impact on the climate. We feed 9 billion animals in a year just in America, while 795 million people go hungry throughout the world. If I actually break it down further, 70% of the grains that's grown inside America is used to feed the animals. 50% of the corn that's actually produced is used to feed the animals. Wealthy nations, wealthy populations, they're actually moving towards the animal meat-based diet. While the poor countries, the underdeveloped countries, the developing countries, they're actually suffering and they're not actually having enough food to survive. To produce a diet for one particular person that's on meat-based, it takes 4,200 gallons of water. On the other side, in order to produce a diet for a person that's actually surviving on a plant-based food, it takes only 300 gallons of water. So at this time, we really want to ask ourselves a question that, is it really sustainable? We really want to ask ourselves a question that, am I really concerned about poverty, homelessness, and hunger in my community or throughout the world? And if I'm actually concerned about the global poverty, homelessness, and hunger, then we need to actually start asking ourselves the question that what is the right choice that I actually need to make at this particular time. Many of you know that this animal factory farms, they actually store the animal waste into the lagoons, which is multiple football fields big. And when they actually accumulate this animal waste, it produces methane. We all know that methane is a greenhouse, but methane is 30 times more potent in trapping the heat from sun. It has a lifespan of 12 years. And after 12 years, when the methane breaks down, it breaks down into carbon dioxide and water. So even after 12 years, it produces the greenhouse gas that survives pretty much a long time. Also, as more and more population actually goes towards the meat-based diet, we have to actually increase the density of the animals that are living in a very restricted area. And because of that, their living condition, their lifestyle is falling apart. We have to inject them with tremendous amount of antibiotics. And in last 10 years, most of the countries increased their antibiotics use by 36%. And India increased the antibiotics use by 62%. And because of this increased use of antibiotics, now Asian countries like China, Vietnam, and India, they're using last mile antibiotic drugs like colistin. And 5% of the patients in India now have colistin resistant infections.
Did you say that colistin?
Colistin.
Go back and
Just spell it too.
Colistin is colistin, colistin. Yeah. And
And what it
it's an antibiotic drug.
is? Okay.
Yeah, it's antibiotic drug that's actually banned in the West, in the Western countries, but in Asian countries it's allowed. So that's why all the companies, all the pharmaceutical companies, they're targeting the Asian countries and they're marketing completely. And because of its tremendous amount of use, now the countries like China and India start seeing the antibiotic resistant strains. So I'm afraid that in the future, we probably won't be struggling with cancer or something, but we'll be struggling with just a common infection. And we won't be able to overcome it because they are now antibiotic resistant. And so what I want to actually say at the end is we need to create a 2025 vision in the Berkeley. We need to designate a commission in the Berkeley that actually tries to reduce the use of animal products in the Berkeley by 2025. And there are so many community efforts that's going on right now, so we can completely leverage that in order to meet the event.